Hello and welcome. This is AK Talks Morning Show. This is your weekly dose of sociopathic energy. Free for the world to see at your own leisure, your time, and your comfort. Alright. Just hit the vape, took a big old gulp of the good old Bush Light. I don't think there's a better way to start this show, alright? I don't think there really is. I This room does look shabby. This is not how it normally looks. I look shabby myself too. This is how I not normally look either. So a lot of opening up over here. Oh fuck me sideways. Oh fuck. All right, that was painful. Felt 14 years of goddamn neglect right there. All right. Yeah, but this is AK Talks. What it is, it's a podcast meant to get my exposure for the comedy one day in the far, far future. Good old 9 more years and 8 months left until I can fucking get upset about this career choice that I'm trying to do. Um, yeah, so just exposure, practicing the craft, getting my comedic voice out there. So anyone who does like my shit, they will like my comedy, thus selling tickets, selling shows, and one day being good. Not great, but fucking good. You know what else that really got me grinding? Not even fucking part of the good old hit list that I have over here. Dave Attell. Dave Attell is not recognized for his comedy enough. Like, we have a Joe Rogan, we have Two Bears, One Cave, Flagrant 2 is gay, and we have them too, but like, we don't have Dave Attell on Endless Repeat, which is annoying as fuck. Like, some comedics, geniuses like Patrice O'Neill, Bill fucking Burr, those two guys really give you like an unlimited source of entertainment if you do love their work. And I do fucking love their work. Their work is very nice. It keeps me moving. I can say poetically, yes, I can say that. Like Patrice O'Neill has his Opie and Anthony show. It's Black Phillip, and you can see him on what's that TV show that didn't work really good? Live crowds, crowd lives, some Mad Lib fucking stupid gay shit that he did with a group of comics. He's on a couple of times. You even have some of his interviews online on the YouTube for free whenever you want to expose yourself to real comics. Same thing with Bill Burr. He has this Monday morning podcast. He even has some live events when he does it. And it truly is a special within a special. It's a special for the fans, not for the audience members, but for the fans. Two different types of people. Like, the fans love his shit. The audience members just show up whenever he can, but the fans love his shit. So whatever he gives, we love. I even found some old clips about him, like doing some tours around some cities he's been around: Rhode Island, Connecticut, Boston, Massachusetts, New York, all those fucking lovely shitty places up north where I live. And it was really fucking entertaining. I can't say it wasn't, because I'll be lying, and I'm not trying to lie here. A lot. I'm not trying to lie a lot. So yes, Dave Attell, unrecognized comedians. I'm telling you right now, if Dave Attell is not top one on your list of comics forever, I don't think you know comedy. I don't think you even understand a little bit of comedy. Every single comic out that's mainstream will dry this nigga off like a goddamn car wash. Like, they love this guy for a good damn reason. He's a comics comic and a comedian's comedian. Like, he's he's it. He's unrecognizable. Everyday Joe, nasty, dirty, complex, funny, whatever he wants to do. Like, they're talking about him. Good old Sam Morris and Mark Phillips. Like, I know the guy. They're talking about him saying like he did a joke. He was doing jokes. They're all graunchy, dirty, gross, and everyone was like they're shining back. So like he had to use like a reel. Well, like when you go fishing and the fish ain't biting the hook by itself, you had to give a little bit more bait and hide that fish. I mean, hide the hook. So he gave a little reel out to the people, and then they laughed at the joke, and he went ha ha, hardy har, he ho ha, as mocking those people because they laughed at the easy jokes instead of laughing at the complex jokes. Which complex jokes are just like maybe a dirty. It is a dirty joke, but like it has a point. Even Hitler's mustache, trying to defend that stuff, right? That's a good innuendo, right? I said that word right. it's like the idea of laughing at a fucked up joke is not because it's fucked up. It's because they said it and they try to make it intricate. Like defending rape is impossible. You can't defend a rapist, but like if you have a point, you just have to admit like, yeah, you have a point, but rape's still rape. That's a horrible fucking analogy. Jesus Christ. I suck at being an 8th grade English teacher. That was no way commensable of like, all right, let's fucking tone it back here. All right, let's find a simple way to explain this. Like a good fucked up joke, it's fucked up to the point, but not. It's I don't know how to explain this. Like there are some good fucked up jokes that are just fucked up, and it doesn't matter. Like you can punch in someone's face for the joke, but like if it's I don't, it's hard to explain because it's just impractical. That's the only way it works. In theory, it doesn't. It should not work at all. Like your midget joke of how you almost killed a midget because you stepped on him should not work in theory. I mean, in theory, but in practical, it works. I don't, it's amazing and it's respectable enough to give a laugh. Like just enjoy the ride. Stop fucking asking what every stop sign means. It's stupid and you should enjoy like not comedy for comedy's sake, but his own perspective for perspective's sake. Like hearing someone else's mindset is a fucking great thing at the end of the day. You see how they think, you see how they walk, you see how they talk. And that's perfect in comedy, and that's where it should be at. And just giving the like the due diligence of like, yeah, he thought about it, he said it, and he meant it. Like that enough respect should at least like 50% let you buy into his thought process. All right. Jesus, I don't even know what I'm talking about. The six, that's all it takes. 6 beers for me to act kind of smart. God damn. And I'm not even looking at the camera either because I'm a little bit shy. Either way, let's keep it moving. This is AK Talks Morning Show. Said it for the 4th time today. And what I do here is very simple. I usually do word of the day, try to find a joke there, but I'm tired of that segment, and we're only doing this for 30 minutes apiece now because, I'm a busy bitch, and I have nothing else I'm doing this week. But it's hard to fucking do podcasts when you're not interesting anyways. So what else we do here is the last 24 hours, aka whatever I've done since the last podcast, which is about a week-ish. You thought I wasn't going to upload for the week, even though it's Sunday and I missed the whole week. You think I wasn't going to upload? I don't lie to you guys. I upload once a week. Alright? This is your sociopath of the week. Alright? Only thing I've done since the last cast was I did a mic on Wednesday and I did a mic on Sunday, which I really don't like because the Wednesday mic was just a riff mic, which is kind of like, a comics gay time where he doesn't have to try and he just pretends to be funny. Which was okay. I like it. It's a warm up for comedy. It's a really good way to get loose, really good way to get exposure on stage and get comfortable with people looking at you and saying things that you think is funny. I still enjoy it. I still would do it for the next time it comes around because it's fucking entertaining. It is a skill and you're practicing it as a skill. Plus it's just fun at the end of the day. I just have fun doing this shit. It's not like it's not like I think so deep about what I do in comedy. I like having fun, which feels weird because like no comic has said like I have fun on stage. That's why I do it. But like the little amount of time I have of exposure, 4 months, I'm just doing this shit for like fun, and I'm having so much fucking fun. I can double down like let me take this a little bit serious, and then like make the words like it's with a comma so I can express that like some gay shit like that. But like it's not fun if I do that. I love having fun on stage because one, it is a fucking relief. And I told it to this guy the other day. Good old Valentine's Day, Mike. Um, it was at the Riff Mike. I was talking to this guy named Rich. Real cool dude, retired. He just travels, drinks whenever he wants. He bought me a beer, and he gave me the rest of his wings. Kind of nice gesture. Really cool cat. I was talking with him, just being cool, and telling what I do for work right now. We showed off our bikes because he has a bike. I have a bike. He has a Harley, which is really fucking awesome. I need a Harley. I'm tired of my fucking crotch rocket. It's so fucking uncomfortable. You guys would have understand. Like I don't even like riding it anymore, and I only had it for a year, and I hate riding it because how uncomfortable. how uncomfortable it is. It's insane. So yeah, we're just talking about bikes and shit, and then the lady waved me over. Is like, yeah, we're about to start the mic. Get over here. We want it. We want this place to look packed. So she waved me over, and then Rich was like, "Oh, you perform here?" And I was like, "I have to, man. It keeps me sane. It keeps me happy." And he's like, "That's a good thing, man. Never forget it." And I was actually pretty like inspirational. One, because he got me wings. Two, because he was a nice fella and he talked about. He just asked about shit, and I asked about shit about him, and it was really fucking. It was a great gesture. And he drinks Fireball at 64, which is insane. He's a real fucking killer in his heart. I trust me. Anyone who drinks Fireball after 22, you got the evil in you, all right? And demons ain't gonna help you. You're a demon slayer, all right? God's scared to ask you for forgiveness, all right? You're fucking next level dude. There is greater fucking whiskey or bourbon. I don't know what it is. There's greater fucking liquor than Fireball. And if you drink it recreationally, all right. I mean, your budget has allowed yourself to touch, a Jack Daniels at least, and you're still touching Fireball. Jesus Christ, man, you're a different breed. And when scientists figure out why he did it, man, it's gonna be a great fucking day. That's what he does. Yeah, did the mic really fucking fun, real fucking entertaining. I had a good bit, or at least a tag that I said was like, if you guys give me another shot of if you guys give me a shot of whiskey, I'll tell you about Israel and Palestine. And it got a good laugh, and it was pretty fun. I don't know, I enjoy it. I fucking love doing that shit because great turnout crowd, random fucking way to engage the brain. I have fun. I feel relieved. It's like masturbating after a long week. Like you were looking forward to do this, you did it, and when you did do it, you're like, yes. I hope to God I can do it again for the next week, or maybe reading a book. If you guys like reading a book, if that's a greater analogy, like you just really want to read that book, you get to it at the end of the day, like, oh yeah, I got a few pages done. Now I can go back and masturbate. Like, it's just, the relief is insane because I'll be built up all week. Look at my fucking period. All right, I have my period all week, and then that's just like releasing of blood. Even the females get to fucking enjoy this fucking saint of a words I'm using. So like it's just a fucking relief. I can build up tension throughout the week, and then once I do a mic, I'm like, oh, here we go. All right, back to stable, back to cruising. I'm not thinking about killing anyone. I'm not thinking about going to jail for 2 to 8 years. Like we're cruising again. So yeah, that's why I do open mics. I did another mic like fucking an hour ago, I think, at this point. This is not a morning show. Um, It was over at the DC, pretty decent mic. A lot of new comics. Like I completely forgot I was a new comic at once, and like I used to get so fucking nervous to say my stupid ass jokes in front of random ass people, and like I would need their fucking attention for the. Now I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna say some stupid shit. Like if you hear me, you heard me. I'm done. Like that's all I'm doing. I called people gay like 4 times in the set. I was like, "Do you guys vote?" Because I was looking for a new joke. I was like, "Do you guys vote?" And like someone said, "We." I was like, "That's kind of gay." Either way, let's go to the next joke. Say, "Do you guys like your mom?" I was like, "That's kind of gay." And I just went on to the next joke. Like I was just using it as transitions, and it was fucking fun. I don't care. I didn't even count the laughs in my head, or I didn't even think which part was nice or not because I'm trying to get myself ready for this Tuesday mic I'm trying to do, and I'm trying to do a good mic there because the guy who hosts it hosts another show, which is a paid show, I think, where I could get paid. So like, if I do really, really good, he might think like I deserve a spot. That's my fucking insanity going to work right there. But yeah, it was a really good mic. Tried out some new jokes. The jokes I did try. I was trying to finish up my midget joke, trying to see if I can add any more tags or trying to make it like a little bit more wholesome at the end. I did that joke. I did a dog pimp joke. A little wake and bake joke right there. And I try to find the crazy joke where like I was trying to talk about being crazy. I couldn't find that enough. Couldn't find that fast enough. I mean, talked about coming and talked about a character I play called Black Magic. When I go out into the night, try to find a lucky lady, and I just lie to her and I tell her I'm a traveling magician and shit, and I give her a fake name and stuff. So then we go back home. She's like, honestly, I need to tell you something before we go in. Mr. Black Magic, and then that's like one punch, and she has a penis. That's another punch, and I just tell her, like it's perfectly fine, and a magician should never reveal her secrets. At the end, for my next trick, I'm gonna disappear tomorrow morning after getting blacked out drunk, and I'm like, all right, guys, I fucked the man that night. I fucked the man. That's the joke right there. You know how you know what I like doing too. I like saying that shit and then saying like, all right, that's enough of the Christian comedy. All right, let's get a little bit dirty, because it just sets like a tone where like I have no limits. My limits are random, and I hate being like edgy for being edgy sake, because like it's cringe at this point to be edgy. Like, oh, you only say fucked up shit. You only talk about cum and prostitutes and killing kids. Is that all you talk about? You have no nuance. You can't write a clean joke. I've tried a clean joke. I did a joke about animal sounds. Like the first time I heard a falcon and an owl. Like for the falcon, I thought like I didn't know they actually scream, and I thought Ric Flair was about to tackle me, or we found oil somewhere, and it was just stupid. No one laughed. Then I also brought out the owl joke, where the punchline is just like, I thought the owl. I didn't think owls actually go who, because I answered him a couple times before realizing, and I'm just screaming in the parking lot, "It's me, nigga. Where the fuck are you? Are you up in a tree? What the fuck is happening right now?" Like, that's the joke. And I don't even like the joke because it's not even hacky. It's just not funny to me, and no one has laughed at it too. So I was trying to do a joke about idioms, where it's like whoever made elephant in the room must that thing someone in time must have saw like an elephant in the room. It's like, hey, I don't want to be that guy, but why the fuck is there an elephant right here? Like some stupid shit. And another part of the idioms I forgot. Don't be a dead horse. Like someone was beating the shit out of a horse, and his friend walked up and was like, "Yeah, dude, you need to stop beating that dead horse." And that guy's like sweating. He's like, "Oh my god, dude, thank you for telling me." Actually, that's a great saying. Like, it's just a stupid fucking joke. I think it's like the cleanest jokes I can make up, but I'm not trying to make clean jokes, and I'm not trying to make dirty jokes. I'm just trying to make jokes that are funny to me, which is gay to me to say out into the world. Like, it's funny to me. I think it's funny. Either way, next part. Yeah, it's been a slow week, honestly. I don't know if it's the alcohol with everything else I'm using, but like been a very slow week. I asked my boss the other day, can I be a mechanic? Because I'm not a mechanic right now. I'm just a rigger. And that pause was supposed to be for a joke for you to laugh, but I don't know if you did. But I asked him to be a mechanic. He's like, maybe. And he just left. I was like, all right, that's better than nothing. I'm applying it, go right back to Indeed on my break. All right, I want to be a mechanic, not because I have like that autistic brain or anything, but I generally enjoy working on cars every single time. Like I get a hard on to know that this car can run for another 100,000 miles. I'm like, yeah, I did that work. Everything is buttoned down and everything. Even the thing is though, I'll tell you this: I fucked up on my own car. I was doing brakes, rear. I don't know. I didn't know if I had to sneeze, but I felt it coming up. Like I had to do my rear brake rotors and pads the other day, and the thing is though, I completely fucked up. I can admit it. I fucked up on a brake job, which is embarrassing because I did the front brakes easily. In the rear brakes, I was just acting like a fucking monkey on a stick. Like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, which was absolutely retarded. Took off the tire, popped off the calipers, slid out the brake pads, no problem. That's the easiest thing you do. I could do that blind, deaf, and hungry. Like it's not hard to do. But then when the rotors came in, I didn't fucking realize that my emergency brakes were still engaged, and then my emergency brakes are they're not pads, so they're the other one. They're the caliper brakes. I don't know. It's where they hold the whole rotor instead of pinching it like the pads would do. So they hold the whole rotor, and I had to disengage my brake, my emergency brakes, but the thing is, I only had three fucking lifts. Three fucking jacks, So like if I disengage the brakes, the emergency brakes, I feel like it was gonna roll forward a little. So I had to walk to the shop to get the fucking thing, the jack, so I can pump it up, so I can put it to all 4 points where I can raise it up. So if I let go of the emergency brakes, it's not gonna roll forward because none of the tires are touching the ground. I did that, disengaged the emergency brakes. I think it was on for too long, for maybe like over 24 hours, which so even if I disengaged the emergency brakes, the rotors were still locked up with the emergency brakes, and I couldn't take off the rotors, which got me a little bit more riled up. But I was like, all right, dude, fuck it. So I'll just put the pads on, put everything in, didn't really give a shit, put everything back together, drove it for 2 days straight, heard a fucking soft knock. I mean, not soft knock, a light grind, and my brakes were touching the fucking wall, which meant like the calipers weren't fully engaged. And I heard it from the left side, so I was like, what the fuck's up? And I looked at the fucking thing. It didn't look bad. It didn't look bad at all. So I just gave it a good wiggle. I was like, is it the rotors? Is the rotor shaking? Rotors weren't shaking. I was like, is the caliper not on? It shook the caliper. Top part just slid right back. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. There isn't a bolt. There isn't a fucking bolt anymore. And it was my fucking fault because I didn't torque it down all the way. I torqued it down to about 30 feet, 30 foot per pound, 30 pounds of fucking pressure. I mean, which was retarded because it needed another 40 pounds of pressure. So driving it for the past 3 days with fucking 30 pounds of pressure really lost the bolt. And I get real riled up. I was trying to look for the ball. I was like, please pray to God I lost it on my fucking driveway. Please, please let it get lost. It wasn't there. So I just made sure like the caliper was like at least lined up before I turned on the car and drove. It didn't fucking matter. Every single time I went over 30 miles an hour, the caliper would slide back and it would just pinch it just barely, and I'd feel my brakes fucking touch the bottom of the fucking ground, and I always got fucking paranoid. So I needed to get that thing fixed that day. Ended up going to a couple of fucking shops, AutoZone, Auto Parts. I asked them for the brake caliper fucking bolt. They gave me a bolt, didn't fucking fit. And at that point, like, I just started getting a little bit upset because that guy got upset at me because I asked for the bolt and he's like, well, this is the bolt. I'm like, it doesn't fucking fit. And he's like, well, maybe the threads are too chipped or like the thread is not threading anymore because you kept fucking it up. He didn't say that, but that's what I heard. And I was like, it's not it. It wasn't going to fit in the first place. This is a fucking 10 millimeter fucking bolt. I need a 17 millimeter bolt with 36 fucking threads. All right. This has 36 threads, but and he didn't fucking like that answer. And he's like, well, all right, fine. And he's like, we'll return it for you. Just letting you know, man, it was the right bolt. I'm like, it wasn't right. It wasn't right. It wasn't fucking right. Went up to a dealership because that's the only place that had it. Asked for the fucking bolt because I called in earlier and they said that they had the bolt and it was about to be $2 for the bolt. Went into another location because they didn't have it at that location. Fucking gay, right? And came in, asked for the bolt. He's like, yeah, we don't have it. And I was like, you do. You have to. They said you did. And he took out a graph or a picture, whatever fucking graph of the brakes, and he's like, they said you had this bolt. We have this bolt, but it's not the bolt you're looking for. You're looking for this bolt. I was like, thank you for fucking pissing me off. I was about to smack the shit out of him. Like, I was about to throw everything on the ground, cause a tantrum, because I was like, dude, I'm riled up right now. You were the last piece. You were the last piece for me to about to fucking slip my fucking smile open and put my face looking like Joker. Like, I was ready to fucking get some action going, honest to God. Um, then he's like, but we only have it inside the front. I was like, let me just get the front bolt. It's all the same. He's like, well, they're not all the same, honestly. This is in the front, and there's a different bolt for the back. I'm like, I did my brakes for all 4 sides. They're all the same fucking size. They're all the same fucking thread. He's like, all right, dude, but make sure you keep the receipt because when you come back after it doesn't fit, we can just give you a return. I was like, it's gonna fucking fit. Stop telling me what to do. I promise you, I am better than you. Like, that was the only thing I was thinking about. I was like, dude, even if it doesn't fucking fit, I'm just gonna throw it at one of your fucking cars in this gay ass fucking dealership. I don't give a shit. I'm not coming back in this place. You think I want the $9 that you fucking took for this? No. And so it worked. I did work. It threaded. It perfectly fit all the way through, and I was swearing to fucking God in that goddamn parking lot. Like I was screaming to myself. I was like, dude, No, I still have the recording because like I'll play it out because it keeps me inspired. Honest, it's like this mindset I have, at least at that second, was so fucking toxic. It makes me hard thinking about that shit. You know why it works? It's because I'm fucking right. That's the reason why it works. All right? That's the reason why it fucking works. I know the part. I know where the fucking goes. Let me play that again for the folks back at home. Maybe you're overseas right now and you want to hear something good. You know why it works? It's because I'm fucking right. That's the reason why it works. All right? That's the reason why it fucking works. I know the part. I know where the fucking goes. Yeah, that was my mindset outside of a parking lot at a Toyota dealership out in Springfield, Virginia. And when I tell you, I felt right. Dude, I could have spoke fucking German that fucking second if you asked me to. Like the amount of adrenaline and fucking rightness I felt at that moment should be a drug. Like it should be not accessible to the public. I just felt the intensity. I'm telling you right now, like to hear everyone else say you're gonna be wrong when you know exactly you're gonna be right and you become exactly right and everything fucking works at your way is insane. Like I felt like Hitler. For a couple of seconds of that day, I just felt like I was like, dude, ain't no one's gonna fucking stop me. Ain't no one's gonna tell me I'm wrong. 999. Like I was on a goddamn roll at that. Like it was insane. Heard no fucking knock. I heard no fucking sliding. Brakes work all the way. Perfection. Cause I'm fucking right, and you can't tell me I'm not fucking right. I know that part would fit. I don't give a shit what your computer says. All right. So yeah, I still haven't changed the rotors though because I fucked up on that part. But the calipers and the brake pads, bread and fucking butter, dude. I can teach you that fucking high and fucking Cly. I don't know what that means yet. Yeah. I love how I can yap like a fucking 18-year-old girl right after high school. Just about bullshit I don't give a shit about. I tried watching this war movie because I thought like it would be good. Saw a good recommendation. I'm telling you right now, TikTok has my fucking brain cells at the fucking balls, dude. I will not pay attention to anything if you're not fucking dancing or if there's not tits involved. I have a goldfish fucking memory mixed with a cocaine's addiction. Like I can't give a shit about shit. Anything. And it's scary because I know it's happening. I can't stop it. Like AI is gonna take over the world, and some dude in the fucking t-shirt and jeans said like, when AI does like proclaim itself better than humanity, it's gonna be 2 weeks of fucking conflict, and then after that, no one's gonna give a shit anymore. And I truly understand that, cause like TikTok is not just rotting my brain, it's consuming it for nutrition at this point. Like I think I'm losing like valuable information like my father's birthday or like what time to change my fucking timing belt. Like I'm god awful with my memory and thought process. It's scary cuz like I used to fucking be proud of like I don't need this shit. I'm above it. I can find enjoyment in the simple pleasures of life. But now I'm stuck at watching like a 19-year-old fucking twerk for no god. Porn is free. Porn is still free, and I'm like, wow, look at that ass shake. I'm like, dude, I can watch a girl exactly like her in Yugoslavia or some random country in Europe get railed by 9 black dudes that she's never seen in her life. I can do that right now, but instead, this 8-second fucking video of a girl twerking lasted 3 minutes. It's evil because I can't beat the game and I don't know what to do anymore. Like I tried to go cold turkey for a while, even bought a good old flipperino. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't fucking work. And my job consists of working my dick off for 4 hours and sleeping the other 4 hours. Like I have time to bullshit and I use that time to bullshit. I don't know. I think like the simple answer is like, you should stay focused on your life and like understand there's goals you want to attain. But on the other hand too, like, dude, This 19-year-old girl has no bra or panties, and she's dancing like her ass needs it. Like, it's insane. How am I supposed to look away? And right after that is two dogs, like, giving each other hugs. Like, how am I gonna look away? TikTok got me by the balls. I don't know, man. That's been 30 minutes, and I don't even. I feel like I want to end on something a little bit, a little more lighthearted. I can say, something lighthearted. I am planning financially how to move out to Austin, aka maybe even New York or New Jersey, Newark, something like that. The goal is to take $700 out every single check I do, cash it out. And this month I'm gonna be fine. I already got all my bills and my payments all lined up. Credit cards at the zero over again. And I'm just gonna probably do that for the next couple checks. Gonna be living off of like 1600. I mean $1,600. Take out all my expenses. I'll have like $400 left to spend for me. Really gonna cut costs and really try to get to that marginal space where I'm like, yeah, I can use all this money to move and move for free, and at least technically in my own head, my fucking girl math mind. If I'm not paying anything out of pocket right now, then it's free, and I'll save about maybe 5 bands. Move out, find a place in a month. I'll find a job. After, after that, it's high sailing, and I won't complain anymore. Either way, this has been AK Talks Morning Show. If you guys stayed this long, God bless your stupid fucking heart. I am just a fucking 25-year-old douchebag, and you stayed and listened. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you, but you know, someone loves you, and that's not me. Either way, it's AK Talks Morning Show. Have a fucking lovely day.